this work and use it for teaching purposes. In fact, it became one of the 5 Confucian classics, which was used as a basis for Chinese. It became a kind of shorthand in social situations. You could open a delicate negotiation by citing Lawson was an educated person. He would understand that very songs of ordinary life, talking about ordinary joys and occupations and festivals and harvest songs and all manner of things, which give us a kind of entry nearly 3,000 years ago. We will come back to Chinese poetry in a later lecture when we talk about the Tang poets, and when we get there, we'll talk about poetry in the West. But for the time being, we're just going to use one poem just simply to sort of illustrate the kind of nature and texture and the focus of this early of this entire collection, Boat of Cyprus. That boat of Cyprus drifts along, it drifts upon the stream. Restless am I cannot sleep, as though in torment and troubled brothers, but brothers no stone, you cannot turn it where you will. This heart of mine is no mat, I cannot roll it up within. I have behaved with dignity, in this no man can fault me. My heart is uneasy and restless, I am reproached by little men. Many are the woes I've met, and taken slights more than a few. I think on it in the quiet, and waking pound my breast. O sun, and you moon, why do you each grow dim in turn? These troubles of the heart are like unwashed clothes. I think on it in the quiet, I cannot spread wings to fly away. As I spoke, as with so many Chinese poems, it starts with a picture that both suggests a situation and sets a mood. In this case, the picture is of a boat, a Cyprus boat, simply drifting and who's being coerced into doing something that she doesn't want to do. And then the poem goes on to give a series of mirroring, just reflect what the people wanted it to reflect. If it's a stone, you can push it around and put it anywhere you want. If it's a mat, it can be folded up so that the sorrows within could be hidden. And then at the very last image, I find really charming of them. They could be detached as either dresses from the body, or perhaps even more likely as dirt can be detached from the dress. And it ends with a wish to fly away, which can't be done in reality. The same contrast can be seen in the Analects of Confucius. Confucius, he's, by the way, the first writer we have in this. Feels kind of nice to have some birth and death dates, 551 to 479 BCE. Confucius liked Socrates and Jesus was said, and sometimes they seem to be answers to questions. Again, we don't have the question. And to make it even more complex to read, the little sayings of Confucius are not arranged in anything like thematic ways or ordered in any kind of way. They seem to be totally random, so we get bits and pieces of Confucian wisdom from all over the map in the same book. Burton Watson, in their book called Early Chinese Literature, says that reading this book is a little like hearing a conversation from next door. That we can catch a sentence here. In spite of that, however, this has been one of the most important and influential books in the whole history of Chinese culture. Confucius' teachings are all solidly disciplined and believe in the gods, or at least believe in ancestral spirits. But as he puts it in the a measure to gauge others. So if we put ourselves in the position of the other and then do for him what we would have him do for us, all this teaching, the point of the teaching from Confucius is to train young men for being like, if you had a bunch of young men and likening to oneself, that it would lead people to desire to be good themselves. The ruler, he says, could be like the pole star. He says a little bit later in the same book in the Analects, if there was a ruler who achieved order without taking any action, it was perhaps should. There was nothing for him to do but to hold himself in a respectful posture and to face due south. So if you're a really perfect ruler, you'll know you're a perfect ruler when you don't have to do anything. When all you have to do is sit respectfully and, as he says, face south. So a great ruler will demonstrate his greatness by doing absolutely nothing. Two more quotations that I think are very good on this subject. In administering your government, what need is there for you to kill? Just desire to good yourself, and the common people will be good. And then he says, the rule of virtue can't be compared to the pole star, which commands the homage of a multitude of stars without the virtuous. That everybody else would want to be virtuous too, because all this virtue is emanating out from the center. If we think about, later political theory, think about what Machiavelli had said about the possibility of something like this working. It isn't possible. It couldn't work. Down through history, Confucianism has been attacked frequently because it has led, it can lead to hypocrisy and authoritarianism. But that may not be Confucius' fault anymore. The depredations of the fall of Christianity down through history can be laid at the feet of the Lord Jesus. What he was looking for, and this is a vision which has animated so many philosophers and writers down through history, what he was looking for was he was looking for a balanced individual. And if you have a bunch of balanced individuals, you can make a balanced state. As he says about himself, he says, at 15, I set my heart on fire. At 30, I took my stand. What you want to do and what you need to do are identical, and you never have to choose between them again. We'll run across that same idea in the Bhagavad Gita a couple of lectures ahead. Still a wonderful thing. While Confucius, and he wanted to teach people how to keep their minds free from authority, from conventional categories and ways of thinking. He tells a story that one day while he was out fishing, some ambassadors from the Zhou state came to offer him the post of prime minister. He didn't even bother to turn his head to say no. He just said no because he didn't want to give up his fishing, which goes to show how far he was from desiring the government post. We know virtually nothing of Zhuang's life. Like Confucius, there were lots of other one of the founders of Taoism. And Taoism, to again give an oversimplified definition, is generally a discipline which is designed to give one thought, which is always sectarian and limited and always comes with an agenda along with it. This man comes to Lao Tzu and says, I need guidance, tell me how to live. Lao Tzu asks him why he's brought along a crowd of people. And he told him all those people will have to go. And what he means is all those ideas are going to have to go. We're going to have to clear our heads and start from scratch. In Zhuang Zhou's own book, he begins his first chapter with a chapter of reality, which already suggests one of the fundamental principles of Taoism, which is the way that can be talked about isn't the true way. Secondly, he says that a lot of modern linguistics have really come around to the same point that Lao Tzu makes. It took us 3,000 years to catch up with him, but here we are. The second point of that early chapter is that if he looks down, all it sees is blue. The same thing that we see when we look up into the sky. He says he tells this story to a cicada and a dove, which of course have much more limited ranges of flight, and they don't believe that such a bird could possibly exist. And he says, well, we do the same thing all the time, wherever we happen to be secure. And we also do it in categories of language, both of which lead us awry. So the first chapter establishes skepticism. Somebody's going to say, look, if you don't trust language, what are you doing writing a book? Because you're writing a book yourself, which is made up of language, right? And he knows this. lifetime of experience rules. I've taught this work many times in classes, and sometimes I had professionals in my classes. I had an eye surgeon once who did laser eye surgery, and when he came to this passage, he said, "I know exactly what he means. I know exactly what he means." He said, "I had gotten to a point in my career where I could do that." And then a couple of years later, I had a painter, and the painter said the same thing. The painter said, "You do that. You look at a canvas, you have it in mind. You look at the whole thing. You don't analyze it. You don't start by doing one and two things. You just size up the whole situation, and then, like cooking, you move your knife, which has no thickness, between those tiny spaces, and everything flop. It all falls into place." In a culture in which, one last thing about Trump, this one is really important too. In the things he dreams about, he says, "What is supposed to happen?" He said, "When I go," he said, "I'm not going to just disappear." But he says, "Perhaps I'll be transformed into something else. Maybe next time I'll be around as a rooster, or as a crossbow pellet, or as a cartwheel, or as a rat liver, or a bug's leg." And he says, "It does that." And so Burton Watson says about this attitude toward life and death, particularly in the Chinese culture, he says his view was completely new and without precedent in the literature before his time. When his wife died, he said he spent his time out in front of the house banging on a pot and singing until he was reprimanded by people and said, "Doesn't look like you're missing your wife much." He said, "I do miss my wife." But he said, when his own disciples say they are going to they make sure that he gets buried properly when he dies, he said, "Why bother?" He said, "Why would you rather feed the worms with my body than the birds?" And